Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to another YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, we are going to be continuing my Adelaide Crows My Coach career mode. Now in today's episode, it is back for another showdown. We will be playing Port Adelaide again. Now in today's video, it's going to be a little bit of a longer intro because we're going to be going over the last time we met Port Adelaide to see what happened. We're going to be going over last round as well and the run home. So if you haven't gone ahead and watched last week's episode, please go ahead and do so now. I'm about to spoil it here. Now, this is also recorded before last week's episode went out, so I'm sorry about that, but sometimes I just like to get a little bit ahead, just in case if things happen, so that there's always one ready to go. But anyway, the run home looks a little bit like we've got Port Adelaide this round. Then next round, we face the Demons at the MCG before coming home to hold a nighttime game versus North Melbourne at the Adelaide Oval. So, pretty much, this is the last daytime game that we will be playing as the Adelaide Crows this year, because then we head to the MCG to play a night game round number 22 and back home to face North in a night game round 23 on a Sunday night. We do play the final game of the year. So, last round versus Hawthorn, we got the job done quite convincingly, winning by 34 points. Riley O'Brien was fantastic. Jordan Butts really had a breakout game as well. So we beat Hawthorn convincingly. Let's go back though and find out what happened early in the year in the last showdown. So round 8 is when we played. We played on the Sunday, same time, and Port Adelaide robbed us of a win. Port Adelaide 115, Adelaide 112. Jimmy Rowe, Riley O'Brien were good. Ollie Wines was good for the power. So we are hoping that history does not repeat itself. In fact, we are hoping that we can hang on for the win. Now, Port Adelaide's last three have been looking like they lost to St Kilda at Marvel by a big margin. They defeated Collingwood at the Adelaide Oval though, and then last week they lost to the Giants. They've had a shaky last few weeks. We've got to capitalise. We have to capitalise on this one. We've got to make sure that this win is ours. Now I'm just going to be putting on the timer as well because I forgot to do that. But yeah, we've got to make sure this win is ours. Need to make sure that it is, otherwise we could be facing a little bit of trouble by other teams competing for the top 4, like Richmond, like Brisbane, like Port Adelaide. And then of course the race to the top 8 is also very wide open as well. So let's go into some emails before we head into team selection. But before we even do that, match objectives: 44 handballs, 5 set shot goals, 5 bounces. Those seem reasonably easy. 44 handballs might be a little bit hard, but the other two pretty simple. Now let's go into let's read some emails before we get into team selection. So, standout performers are Riley O'Brien, Joshua Shelley and Timmy Rowe against the Hawks. Chase Jones looking for an opportunity, and Port Adelaide is won 13 games, and Robbie Gray is in red hot form. So let's go. Let's have a good red hot crack at the showdown. Now heading into team selection, Tribunal will be starting off with that. Will Hamill out for a week, and Port Adelaide, do they have anyone in Tribunal trouble? No, they don't. And injuries. Now, Rory Sloane is returning next week for our big blockbuster clash with Melbourne. We're going to need him for the last 2 games as well. Haitley's still a fair way off, so he won't play another home and away game. He may not be back till next year. Now, though, we're going to go to Port Adelaide. Burton, Finlayson and Hartlett are all not playing in this game. So, let's see if we can get on top of the power. So team selection this week: Fogarty, Walker, Rochelle, Seasman, Thilthorpe, Murphy in the forward half. You love it that way. O'Brien, Crouch, Dawson, Berry, Laird and Pedler through the middle. And Keys through the middle. Now I'm thinking, do I put Pedler into the middle this time? I think we're going to leave it as Berry. I feel like he's just been a little bit better. Brown, Himmelberg, Miller, Smith, Butts and do down the back line. It may not be the most stacked defence, but it is okay. Rowe, Pedler, Hamill, Cook. Hamill, I'm going to omit Hamill for Jones. Let's do that. Hamill's in Tribunal trouble anyway, but let's go Jones, I reckon. We'll go Jones, no matter whether he was in Tribunal trouble or not. I was going to put in Jones anyway. And nobody else really stands out as a good chance to play. I have just gone through and upgrade everyone, however, so everyone is going to be at a nice little level of upgrading. Now, let's not waste too much more time because I feel like this intro has been a little bit longer. Let's go and play Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval. So, now, this is a massive game for us. And I'm going to say that we'll put Port Adelaide in their away kit, actually. I'm going to say that Port Adelaide will win this showdown, unfortunately enough. No, you know what? back ourselves in. I'm going to say the Adelaide Crows win this showdown. I'm going to say that we're going to win it by 3 points in an absolute thriller. It is going to be an absolute thriller, this showdown. As a showdown always is, cannot wait for this one. I always look forward to playing showdowns against Port Adelaide. So I will see you guys there for Port Adelaide versus Adelaide. The Adelaide Oval massive showdown, Crows by 3. See you there. Everyone, so here we go. We are ready to go here at the Adelaide Oval for another showdown. Let's get right into things. Adelaide and Port Adelaide. Who will be able to take out the victory? Port Adelaide running out, Adelaide running out. Let's get into it. Adelaide Oval, biggest rivalry for us in the coach career. Let's go. It's Crows in the power from the Adelaide Oval. So here we are underway. Matt Crouch straight out of the middle. There is no way that he manages to find a goal really quick. Matt Crouch out of the middle, behind. That could have been a fantastic finish had we nailed that one. Todd Marshall. This is kickable by his standards. And he's put it exactly right through the middle. Port Adelaide with the opening goal of the showdown. Dixon gone. Motlop not gone. He kicks the goal. Port Adelaide got 2 on the board. The Crows struggling to get their ball inside 50. The footy. Crouch. Now for Jones, who just had to give it off. Now out for Keys. To Matt Crouch. And that is good by his standards. Matt Crouch kicks the goal. The Crows needed that one. And that is their first of the showdown, coming just before the halfway point through the first term. Dumont needs to fix up Port Adelaide scoring. This must go through and split the middle. Port Adelaide have been oh so dominant early this showdown. Can't give away a goal. And huge smother by Brodie Smith has saved the goal. O'Brien taps it down for Pedler, who can just send the ball out. And that's quarter time, and very lucky for Adelaide. It has not left Port Adelaide's end of the ground. Adelaide 1-3-9, trail Port Adelaide 3-4-22. 8 to 10 inside 50s, but Port Adelaide have been able to lock it in their 50 way more than Adelaide. Tom Doedee, Brodie Smith with the 3 touches. That is worrying signs for Adelaide. Meanwhile, Ollie Wines, Scott Lysett, Charlie Dixon, that's more their forwards for Port Adelaide, and midfielders transferring into their forwards, while our major touches are the defenders. We can't have that again. We need to turn on here. Second quarter, it's Crows and the power. What have the Crows got in this second term? So here we go. Robbie Gray, 50 out. No problems at all. It's an absolute field day for Port Adelaide so far. They've had it very easy. There for Hamill, coming through is Joshua Shelley, now out the back, Darcy Fogarty, they need that, the Adelaide Crows, that's all they can deliver, a goal. Fogarty, that is perfect, we needed that to stay in touch. Kane Farrell's got it, been a disappointment for Adelaide. Adelaide have not even turned up. Fantasia, oh it's just too easy for him. Orazio, Fantasia now joins in the party. Out. Keys needs to trap Power Pepper. Good job with the smother. I think this might be Farrell from 45. Got it. Real problems for Adelaide. Port Adelaide dominating everywhere. Seedsman at half time. That was a rubbish quarter from an Adelaide perspective. 2-5-17 plays 7-7-49. Port Adelaide dominating everywhere. The stats are the same except for disposals. They've been smashing us around the ball. 9 for Houston, 8 for Burne-Jones and Wines, 2 goals for Farrell. Look at us, 1 goal for Crouch and Fogarty, 5 touches for Doedee Butts, 4 for Smith. We have been rubbish. So we need to try and do something. I don't think it's possible to bring the game back into our terms from here. But like, can we make the scoreboard look a little bit more respective in this third quarter? It's Crows under power in a not so great showdown from the Adelaide Oval. So now Ben Keys. We need this. Massive goal. We get the goal. Our third quarter starts well. That's massive. Braden Cook. Here's a chance for the Adelaide Crows. And he's slotted an amazing goal on the run as Braden Cook. 19 points all of a sudden. Dixon, Mays, Miller, Robbie Gray. Robbie Great. Fantastic by Port Adelaide out of the middle. Up. Matt Crouch. We need that to go through. Got it. We get a massive goal and the Crows are back in it. Jimmy Rose the lefty, so we're going to have to go for the snap. Me, myself, I'm not great at snaps, but that snaps his way back. And Adelaide are back within clawing distance. We can come back from here. And a little bit of a hole. Jones out to Rochelle. Big time goal. That hurts Port Adelaide, and Adelaide, here we come. I said it was just about impossible, but it's not. We can win this. Sandberry, Riley O'Brien, Chase Jones, got it. We are 1 point down. Here come Adelaide. Went short, but there was an out number here in favour of Adelaide. Ben Keys, he puts it on his boot. The whole stadium erupts. Adelaide have hit the front for the first time this showdown. Can't concede here. Modlop puts Port Adelaide back in front. That's the sort of thing that they wanted. Todd Marshall can undo all of Adelaide's hard work this quarter. He has. It's an 8-point lead now. Right on three-quarter time, you would think. The siren's about to go any moment now. There it goes. Adelaide fought back in that quarter. We fought back and we only trailed by 8, and we actually hit the front as well. You see there, we really had a good quarter. Adelaide 9-6-60 trail. Port Adelaide 10-8. 68. Our inside 50s were good that quarter. Duday 9 touches, 9 for O'Brien, 7 for Keys. Keys with 2 goals, Crouch with 2 goals as well. Well, bring it on the final term here of the showdown. It is game on at the Adelaide Oval. It's Crows and the power. So here we go, final term of the showdown. What have we got to give? Lyset, no proper opportunity. We've gained about a metre from that. Matt Crouch, it's been so good. Vacant square, got it. 3-point ball game. Here come the Adelaide Crows. Yeah. Got it out the back. Jimmy Rowe, unbelievable. The Crows are in front by a goal. Gray, he's got the journey, he's got the accuracy. It's a tie. Tied back up here at the Adelaide Oval. Seaman now, Walker, he can put the Crows back in front. And he's a very good kicker, that is Tex. He puts them back in front, and this showdown's going to be going down to the wire. Gets the ball out, and it's ahead of Riley Thilthorpe. A bounce for him perfectly. Riley Thilthorpe, and that is going through. And Adelaide lead by 2 goals. Now the Razio Fantasia off to Cleary, and a rare defender's goal for Tom Cleary. Everyone gets around him. They know what that means. It's going to be going back in Port Adelaide's favour. Ollie Wines got it. Are we going to be ending in a draw here? Who knows? This will finish it if he kicks it. He's got it. That might be it over. On a Farrell to finish it. Icing on the cake. Got it. Oh, wow. Long. What have we got left in the tank? And the siren sounds. What a ripper. What a ripper. This is the second best rivalry in the Coach career mode. It is, for sure. We lose again, but look. I think our first best rivalry is versus West Coast, and I really hope that we can get back at Port Adelaide. Hopefully we meet with them in the... Well, I mean, hopefully we don't actually, because we always lose, so hopefully we don't. But look, they have played so well in this one, and it was an even game. They just did outplay us in that first half, and that is where the game was lost. We didn't deserve to win. We really didn't, and they won. So Duday was influential with the 10 disposals, as was Riley O'Brien. They always play so well. Matt Crouch, the 9 disposals as well with the 3 goals. Who's going to get 3 votes today? Got no idea. 2 for Keys and O'Brien as well. Not O'Brien, sorry, Jimmy Rowe. And he should lock away the Coll medal as well. Round 21. Riley O'Brien was man of the match. That'll ensure him an extra 5 votes. Jeez, the hands are so sweaty. Had to play that one right the way. I had to grind that one back because we were gone. We were gone from a long way behind. Now, let's see. Fantasy. Riley O'Brien will win 3 votes today. His ruck work was exceptional. 2 votes today, Matt Crouch. And 1 vote today, Chase Jones. His presence around the ball was good, as well as Ben Keys. So that's who 1 vote's going to go to. Duday, very unlucky to miss out there. Very unlucky not to get a vote. But yeah, that's how the game goes. Haven't even said the final score yet. 13-9-87. Defeated by 15-10-100. It was a good game. They just outclassed us in the end. But the good thing was is that third quarter, to draw our way back, we were fantastic. I thought that we were going to get smashed by way more, and that's way more devastating than losing by what we did of 13. Now, we're still top of the table. I don't think we're really going to be going anywhere. Home final, hopefully. We play so well at home. And now we've got to play well under lights to finish off our season the way that we want it to be. Otherwise, we will fall. So, we are playing finalist Melbourne so far. They are 7th. We can, well, really make it hard for them if we were to beat them. And then we will be playing the 13th place North Melbourne, which can also still make finals as well. So, the finals race heats up. We are not involved in it, however. We are locked away. Top 4 finish for us. Now, let's go to the ladder, though. Let's go to the ladder. Top 4 finish will be for us. You can see there, 56 points Port Adelaide, 44 Western Bulldogs. So we are in the top 4, but we can slide down to 4th. We can slide down to 4th. So we are not guaranteed of a home final, but if we do win next round, though, we will be able to overtake Richmond. So 2 wins ensures us top of the table. We have to win both times, however. Melbourne next week is going to be a tough ask, actually, to be completely honest. But let's go to managed team. Not managed team. Sorry. Office. Inbox. We've got Sloaney. We've got Sloaney back next week as well. So we cannot wait to have him back, obviously. Now, AFL match review. The unformed players were Murphy, Fogarty, and Brown. So there's a few changes to make. Day 50 games. Congratulations. And then Ben Keys, 50 games. Some of our younger players. Rory Sloan is back. We've got him back. We need him back. And that is amazing. Lockie Golan, a chance. Well, I mean, if we want a forward, yeah, you can think about that. Gorney's in red hot form for the Demons, as he actually is. IRL. So, that is going to wrap us up for today, I reckon. We'll go Coleman medal and we'll just go ahead and see. Now, Fogarty will probably end up staying in the team as his push for the Coleman medal is getting close. But I think Rowe has it locked away for now. No other chance. Josh Rochelle, first year, 35 goals. That's an exceptional effort as well by Josh Rochelle. Now, my headphones are starting to hurt my head, so I'm going to have to finish up. But 71.43% is our win percentage. That's nice. Having a record like we do is not something that everyone always gets to experience. Now, Sandful. I'm not sure if you guys want to know how our Sandful team is going. I looked at this before I started recording. We'll go have a look at our Sandful. We are in second place as Adelaide. Going well. Our only loss coming to Port Adelaide, and their only loss coming to Adelaide. So it was interesting. But anyway, that is going to wrap up today's video. I reckon here's the ladder. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap up today's video. What a ripper this one was. Next week we face the Melbourne Demons under Saturday night footy lights at the MCG before coming home to play our final game versus North Melbourne under Sunday night footy lights. Yes, something that you don't see very often as we make our claim for a home preliminary, a home qualifying final, sorry. So that is going to wrap us up. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Send you guys another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Bye everyone. Flaming Footy out.